Ladies and gentlemen, hope you all had a lovely meal. We're now going to head on to speeches. So we've got Sam Brighton, who's going to start this evening.
Not because of Caroline, but just as a big sister. Because we all know that big sisters are the absolute worst. The absolute worst. And I know that some of you have big sisters, and we are pretty terrible. I heard a story recently around a big sister used to play Spice Girls with her little sister, and the big sister would play every single one of the Spice Girls, and the little sister would play the fan in the audience. And I had the gall to laugh at that. But we found some notes that we were passing recently when we were children. And the game was that I was living in a penthouse. A penthouse which was our room full of all of our toys. And Caroline had the garden room, which was just the garden. So she was just out there in the garden. I'm sorry. I do want to give you an apology for the entire almost 30 years of my life, so I apologise for that, and I apologise on behalf of all of the other big sisters, I suppose. Because you're left with this kind of guilt that you don't know what to do with, because it's too late. It's nothing I can do about it now, but I do apologise. But the best thing about having a sister in any capacity, I think, is being able to fight for hours and then, 30 seconds later you're back playing Mario Kart like nothing's ever happened. And no one is better at that than a sister. So when we got a bit older, me and Caroline went to school together, obviously, and we avoided each other brilliantly. It's all good siblings do. But I always admired Caroline's uniqueness, I admired her creativity, and I literally kind of used my whole adult life trying to catch up with her. She has a great taste in music and art, like our mum, I have to say, that's from mum. Sorry, Dad, and you, obviously. And I'll always remember Caroline barging in when I'd be playing Beyonce or something, and I know all the gays in the room would be surprised at this. I'd be listening to Beyonce, and Caroline would barge in and go, "What is this that you're listening to? What is this rubbish? Why aren't you listening to this Norwegian folk trio that only eats chicken on the weekends?" That's the kind of level of snobbery Caroline has, but it's always been very good. And it's good to have good taste around you, really, isn't it? But the only blip that I've ever seen Caroline make was during lockdown. I don't know if anyone knows, but Caroline had 11 months of furlough. Is it 11 months? I had 0 months of furlough, so there was no jealousy there at all. And she could do these Zoom calls, and she'd come on with these crafts. And I remember there was this one arts and craft. It was mostly made of egg boxes. And you were so proud of it. You put it on, they painted egg boxes, put it on the wall. And I remember, I'd just been like a 13-hour shift at the hospital or something, and I was thinking, I'm going to have to muster all my strength to be enthusiastic about this one.
It took a long time.
I'm sure it did take a long time. And that was the only time the whole pandemic I was a bit like, are you okay? So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so obviously, apart from that, taste exquisite, she's very resourceful, hence to the egg boxes, I suppose, and independent. In terms of her friends, I think you've always been great at finding really good friends. And I've had the absolute privilege to get to know these girls a little bit more over the past few months. And I just want to say thank you, not just for getting us through the wedding and doing all the stuff for the wedding and the hen do, but I suppose thank you for just being there when I was a bit too busy in that penthouse. Can't really ask for better friends for your sister, so thank you, girls. One of my favourite things about Caroline, of all time, is just how matter-of-fact she is. Like, if you know Caroline, you'll know that she doesn't pull any punches. She's the best person to go shopping with for that, you know. Gold, shiny leggings, Samantha. Who do you think you are? Samantha, you look like grandma. You know, and you're trying to save face. You know, you're trying to. This is cool, Caroline. You know she's right. That's the thing. And no one is better than a sister for doing that kind of thing. You know, really kind of sending you crashing back down to earth. So thank you for that. When Caroline came out, she came out around 2020, and a few weeks later there was a global pandemic. Not saying that they're connected. I think a lot of American, you know, people on the telly might do. But yeah, so thanks for that one, Caroline. And we were all super cool about it. I think there was a few of us, you know, if you knew Caroline through her khaki green phase, I think, what took you so long? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we all knew it was kind of on its way. But all jokes aside, I'm really happy that, you know, a silver lining of the pandemic for me was that we were able to get closer. We had a weekly Zoom, like I said, Zoom call. We watched Drag Race together using some sort of fancy technology. And I get to know her a bit more than we'd ever have a chance to do that normally. So as much as how awful it was for all of us, I'm really, really blessed to have had that opportunity. And blessed to have that to keep us going. But you see, it wasn't just RuPaul, or me, or egg boxes that got Caroline through the pandemic, you know. It was that she was absolutely lovesick. She was absolutely obsessed with Elle from the first date. It was a bit sad, really, to be honest, but what am I to say about that? And it's been, honestly, a bloody pleasure to get to know Elle. She's passionate, she's hilarious, she doesn't take life too seriously, which is a kind of a fault of the Fieldings, to be honest, so that's always good to have around. She has this talent of fitting in anywhere, and you fit in really nicely with our family, perfectly with our family, and I hope that's not an insult. Elle, I cannot wait to get to know your family and friends. Today has been amazing to meet you all. I'd like to thank Dave and Helen especially for taking Caroline in, you know, when we were all bubbled up. I don't know if we can all remember that really. But Caroline joined their bubble and you showed us so much welcome and warmth, and especially considering they'd been dating for about 2 seconds, you know. So I just want to say thank you for that. That means a lot more to us than, you know. I can't wait to see what your future brings. You're so in love, it's disgusting. And I'm so happy to be a part of it and see where it goes. When I was at uni, and Caroline copied me and went to Sheffield Uni as well. Come on, get your own personality, Caroline. I made this cross stitch. It was a cross stitch pattern, and the cross stitch said "World's okayest sister." World's okayest sister. And obviously that was a joke at the time. But I want to save face one more time and just say how much of a compliment that is. Because Caroline, even through the khaki green, the egg boxes, and arguably causing the global pandemic, Caroline has always known who she is. She's got this, I don't know, this kind of confidence that you just can't help but admire and love. She's calm under pressure, and very often she's been more of a big sister to me than I could ever be to her. Basically, ultimately, because you know that Caroline is in your life, you know that everything's going to be okay. But now I have two sisters, two little sisters to bully, so I'm very happy about that. So I did think it was time to update the cross stitch. So I created a little one here that says "World's Okayest Sisters." So this is me. That's it from me, really. I just want to say thank you for everyone who helped make today possible. I want to say thank you to the bar staff and all of the staff here at Style Lodge. And for the first time, please can we raise a glass to toast? I think this is mine. No lipstick for you, Dad. Ellen Caroline. Thank you very much. I'm going to now hand over to Ellie.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Elle, Elle's best woman, and for those of you that do know me, I apologise. Firstly, I would like to take the time to help you to wish you both luck. I hope you've all had a lovely time so far, and continue to as this day and evening go on. It's been a pleasure meeting all of Kaz's friends and family, and I'm sure I'll be getting to know you all a lot better later. You're both very lucky to be married into such wonderful families. So, as I thought about writing the speech, and was reflecting on the friendship that Elle and I have, I came to the conclusion that actually, Elle and I are very similar. Perhaps the most obvious similarity is that we both share the same name. Both our parents were going for Ellie, but spelled it without the I, and then, as we both got older, we drifted towards the more androgynous Elle. And let's face it, looking at us both, I think we made the right choice. Before going to school, my best friend was my next door neighbour Mike. We were inseparable and always getting into trouble. I was devastated to find out that he'll be following his sister to Lindo Primary, and that I would be going to Oldley. Luckily for him, he was going to be Elle, and they would later become best friends. He obviously had good taste. Elle and I first met playing football. We narrowly missed each other at Mactown Football Club, as I left to join the local hockey club the season before Elle joined. Although it pains me to say it, Elle was always the better football player. I have many memories of being in hysterics on the back of the coach as Elle entertained us with her many accents. I say many, I really mean about two that are worth hearing. If you're after a laugh, I would suggest asking her to do any other accent you can think of. At Wilmslow High, we got split into two different halves of the year. So other than football, training and matches, we didn't spend that much time together. That all changed at sixth form, where we both studied in the learning area, although admittedly not much studying happened. We both had recently come out to our friends over the summer, and Elle was the first person I could talk to about how I was feeling. I knew that she 100% got it. The feeling was mutual for Elle, and it's definitely an unforgettable moment for us both, and I'm forever grateful for being able to share that with you. Our friendship blossomed from there. Many Friday nights were spent at a parent's house playing games, taking a few bottles from a drinks cupboard. Sorry guys. I remember one evening, after a few too many shots, Elle went to grab a shower to freshen up, and it didn't quite go to plan for her. I'll spare you all the messy details, but again, if you're after a laugh later, please ask her later. Fast forward about a year, and Elle had recently gone to Canal Street, the gay village of Manchester, with her parents. She came back raving about how great it was, and we knew we needed to hatch a plan to go. Elle was lucky enough to have an early birthday, so it was fine to go legally, but I was still 17. After getting my hands on a fake ID, the next problem was finding a way to go without raising any suspicion from our parents. I think it was Elle's idea to get the train to Stockport to watch a film, so we could sail the train into Manchester and get the last train home after the film had ended. Thankfully, this was before the age of 5 of my friends, so our parents were none the wiser. Again, Helen Dave, sorry if you didn't already know. I remember having an overwhelming feeling of belonging walking down Canal Street for the first time, and promptly burst into tears. In true Elle fashion, she was there waiting with a shoulder for me to cry on. And I feel like now would be the perfect opportunity to recount a drunken story, but unfortunately it's usually me getting a little worse for wear, and Elle being the incredible friend that she is, always looking after me. I consider myself extremely lucky to have you as my best friend, and I'm honoured you picked me to be your best woman. After finishing sixth form, and with the sad realisation that I was going to be leaving Cheshire, we decided to go on a mini break during the summer. After loving the vibes of the gay village in Manchester, and having heard Hebden Bridge in Yorkshire was the lesbian capital of the UK, we knew it was a no-brainer. Helen was kind enough to drop us off at a holiday rental, and after getting settled in, we hit the pub. I think we both expected for there to be crowds and crowds of lesbians. A bit similar to Manila in Manchester, but unfortunately we'd forgot one crucial thing about lesbians. They were obviously all at home with their cats. It was still an awesome trip, and we did see quite a few lesbian couples on our walks. Couples very similar to Elle and Kaz actually, totally in love, enjoyed a good hike, and had cats waiting for them at home. Fast forward again a couple of years, and Elle was a little giddy as she told me about this amazing gal she had met. With a global pandemic fresh underway, it wasn't the best timing from them, but as they say, true love prevails. It turns out Kaz and I had first met when we both worked for Arriva and she came down to the Bristol office. A brief encounter, but little did I know, I'd be getting to see a lot more of her in the future. Re-meeting Elle as Kaz's girlfriend, I knew she was the one for Elle. She has a hugely positive outlook on life, never takes herself too seriously, and is also as caring and compassionate as Elle. I always knew Elle would get with an older woman, but I didn't think it would quite be 5 days older. More like 5 years, or even 25 to be honest. But that's another story. And this draws me to my final similarity. Not only do you both have wonderful partners who tend to go a bit off-piste in Sainsbury's and end up buying the same item of clothing, but they were also born on the exact same day. If that isn't a sign, I don't know what it is. After 7 consecutive Manchester Prides, when we were both young and single, we finally got to go to Pride, as we always said we would, with our girlfriends. After 2 years of not making it to Pride, thanks COVID, last summer, Elle and Kaz made the journey down to the southwest and we had a fantastic weekend at Bristol Pride. It was a pleasure, it is always a pleasure hanging out with you both, and it made my heart so warm that we were fulfilling our younger selves' dream. As best woman, I feel it's my responsibility to offer some marriage advice, but as I'm not quite there yet myself, I had to Google it. Most of the anecdotes I found focus on ensuring that the woman is always right, and obviously, in this instance, that isn't going to work. So I guess you'll just have to compromise. And when I say compromise, Elle, just know, if Kaz wants pizza for dinner and you want a curry, you best get picking your pizza toppings. You'll all be pleased to know I'm nearing the end of my speech, but before I go, I have a few thank yous. Elle and Kaz, on behalf of all the bridesmaids, ushers and myself, I would like to thank you for asking us to be a part of your special day. I know you've both put a lot of hard work, effort and spreadsheets into getting everything ready, and it truly is fantastic. It is incredible to see so many fabulous friends and family here that want to bless this new marriage, and that is a true testament to you both. I'd also like to take this opportunity to give a special mention to Elle's mum and dad, Helen and Dave. Thank you for always being a listening ear, not only to Elle, but to me as well. For being such friendly, welcoming people with a large alcohol supply. A lovely garden to while away the summer evenings in. And finally, for raising such an incredible woman that I'm so proud to call my best friend. Kaz, I can confidently say you've hit the jackpot with regards to in-laws. Kaz, thank you for making my best friend so happy. I'm absolutely thrilled to know Elle is someone as kind and beautiful as you to look after her and make her laugh every day. And last, but by no means least, Elle. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for always being a part of my fondest memories and brightest moments, as well as being there through my darkest of times, reminding me that things will always get better. You've shaped the person that I am today, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. I, along with everyone else here, wish you both every happiness in the world. So without further ado, please could you all join me and raise a glass to the happy couple, Ellen
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is hard to follow. It's amazing. And they said what I was also feeling, which is a lot of gratitude towards everybody. So I'm going to direct my most at Caroline, because I know Caroline. She's my best friend. Has been for quite a while now. And it's been a good time. It really has. And to stand here today looking at you, it's a lot. it's honestly, you're so beautiful. And I'm so proud that I get to be here and like partake in all of this. So thank you. And honestly, I don't know who would have thought it between the two of us when we were, writing our first chapters to our masterpiece, Tall Beak and Fast Feet. That's perhaps a memoir it will eventually be. And although we haven't published it yet and reached that dream, we will. We haven't done that yet, but I think another dream maybe has been fulfilled today. And maybe you didn't think you had it, like you didn't know this was going to happen and you didn't think this for yourself, but I think I've always thought, maybe less a dream, but kind of like a hope, or a feeling, or even a belief that you were going to have this happiness. And to see it come to life is really a beautiful thing for all of us, but yeah, for me as well. I just want to say that our friendship has had a huge impact on my life. And I think most of all, it's how much you made me laugh. Because laughter is great. And there's been a lot of those moments. And that's probably what I'm most thankful for, is all of those times. Oh yeah. A bit of preparation went into this, not quite as much. I just wanted to say that if you give half of what you've given me over the years in just everything, friendship, guidance, support, cups of tea, hugs, good advice, just everything. If you give half of that to Elle, I think she's probably going to be, honestly, one of the happiest women on this planet. Probably already is, I'm getting that. But really, I think we've all felt from the beginning, and even though I wasn't there in person at the beginning, I was away overseas, just as a background. I was trapped in a foreign land. I made the journey all the way just for Caroline now. But I just knew that it was meant to be. So thank you, Al, really, because I think you made Caroline a very, very happy person. And I think we're all really happy to see this today, but also to know that in the future you're going to be by her side and giving her the support and love that she deserves, really, because she does deserve it. So thank you in advance. And basically we all wanted to say a little something, so if you don't mind, we'll pass the microphone around. So Emma's next. I love you.
Wow, yeah, this is hard to follow. Mine's going to be very brief, I'm afraid. Very brief. Thank you. Caroline, you are, without a doubt, one of the most caring, loving friends anyone could have. You always have been so supportive of me, of all of us. You are such a wonderful person that I'm so lucky to have in my life, and I always will be. You complement each other so well. You really do. It's been clear right from the beginning how perfect you are for each other. And it's continued to this day. And I mean, look around. It's been perfect. And long may it continue. So thank you for having us all here. Thank you for inviting us, for having such a fantastic day. And it's going to carry on. So very short and sweet, but that is all I need. I love you, both of you. Thank you for making each other so happy, and it's great for us to be able to see that as well. And I think Jess and Ella are going to say something. You know you do it.
It's like an open mic.
Anybody else?
Crying, I can't actually say whatever. Yeah, so Caroline, it's really hard for me to articulate just how much you mean to me and just how much our friendship means to me. You are one of the best friends that I have and that anyone could have. And the fact that our friendship has lasted for such a long time and we're still such an important part of each other's lives is just so meaningful to me. I think most people don't get a friendship like that in their lifetime. And I'm so lucky that one of mine is with you. Elle, from the beginning of yours and Caroline's relationship, as soon as she told me that she was dating a chef who liked friends, I knew what to do. I was absolutely right. I don't think that anyone has fit so well in our close-knit group as you have. You really automatically just became such a huge part of my friendship group, and that's a really difficult thing to do. And I'm so lucky that you are part of our family now. You're such a wonderful person. You know, you're so kind, and I just thank you for looking after Caroline and just being such a wonderful partner, and I'm sure what Sorry, I'm going to cry so loud. Actually, I can't do it.
This is going to be incredibly short, like myself, because I haven't had much time for that. Caroline, like everyone said, you have been such an amazing friend. One of my earliest memories that I have of you is walking to your house from Transition Orchestra. And if you don't know what Transition Orchestra is, it's like a year 7 to 9 orchestra led by an old lady that's very, very fit, short son, young as well, Mrs. West. So obviously we were hurrying back to run away because she would randomly make a shout, transition!
It's not age class.
But when we got to your house, somehow you managed to trip over, literally over nothing, which is very typical. But you managed to sprain the ligament, which is not so funny. But the thing I remember clearly the most is getting down and massaging your foot because you were in so much pain, which is definitely a wonderful bonding experience. But yeah, I'm glad you managed to make it down the aisle without any incident today. So Elle, I'm very happy to gladly pass on this responsibility. But yeah, jokes aside, Elle, when Caroline first introduced you to all of us, it really felt like we were talking to an old friend. It really is true. I feel like you do fit in with any group that you come to because you are genuinely a kind and really funny person. So I'm so glad that you come into our lives. You both are obviously meant for each other, and I know that you will support each other when times get tough, especially if you fall over. And I wish you the very best for your life and your marriage together. So for a final toast, can we raise our glasses to the wonderful couple? Congratulations again to Elle and Caroline.
Anyone else want to say anything? Yay! Let's move on to the bride's team. Is that right?
Brilliant. Equal partners. We just want to say thank you. We've not planned anything, but we just really want to say thank you all for coming. It's been such a lovely day. And thank you for all your well wishes. Thank you for all your donations. Really appreciate that. Yeah, about £1,200 for East Cheshire Hospice, which thank you yeah, we just want to say a massive thank you to our parents and to our lovely Brian Pies for those amazing speeches, and we do feel very well loved, which is nice. Thank you for all the support we've had putting this thing together, because honestly we had no idea what we were doing. We still don't really. Thank you for Samantha for doing some of the wedding stationery and design. That was really helpful. She's a freelancer, so you know. Any graphic design? Yeah. And thank you for Ella for our wonderful wedding cake, which looks beautiful. Yeah. And thank you for everyone here at Star Lodge. Thank you for our photographer Joel, who's doing a grand job. And for the guys at Woodfire Smoke for all that really tasty food. And there will be more later, so please have a boogie with us and make some room for a pizza later. And yeah, everyone just enjoy themselves. But yeah, thank you.